Now on WKRG News 5.
A drunk driver plows into a hair salon on Airport Boulevard. Hear from patrons inside the store about the horrific crash. Plus, another teenager arrested for murder. We talk with a juvenile judge about the challenges of confronting teenage violence.
Well, it was a hot day along the Gulf Coast, and tomorrow might be even hotter. Plus, we're adding rain chances to the mix. We'll explain the forecast coming up.
And an NFL star returns home to teach the fundamentals of football and have some fun in the heat.
From WKRG News 5, the Gulf Coast news leader, the news starts now.
Good evening, I'm Ashley Knight. Thanks for joining us. First on 5, a scary afternoon for customers at Unicut Hair Design on Airport Boulevard when a drunk driver plowed through the front door, nearly killing them. As News 5's Emily DeVoe reports, no one was hurt, but this proved to be a trip to the salon they'll never forget.
A crowd of people outside the Unicut Hair Design on Airport could not believe what they saw.
I never thought I'd get ran over by a truck in a haircut place.
Kyler Leisure, his older siblings, and their dad were inside the salon when this woman, 51-year-old Karen Eanes, plowed through the front window.
I was sitting in the chair over there and I got flung across the room, and next thing I know I got up and ran out of the building.
Surprisingly, he only has a few scratches, but this could have been a lot worse.
At this time, we do believe the driver of the vehicle that came through this nail salon was under the influence.
The driver is facing DUI charges, and the salon owners are looking to press charges of their own.
Obviously, we're going to be taking a legal route to try and get compensated.
They say they have a higher power to thank that no one was hurt.
This is my God. His name Hanuman.
This giant glass piece with a picture of a Hindu god on it was one of the largest pieces that wasn't shattered. They believe that's not a coincidence.
I kept this photograph on the window to protect my saloon, and he did.
There's a lot to clean up after the truck's towed away. A bumper sticker on the back of it sums up the whole situation in a single sentence.
It took me a second to process. There's a freaking F-150 in the hair salon. Why is there an F-150 in the hair salon?
While it's easy to talk about it now, it's hard to think of how this could have turned out very differently.
No, we're just thankful that nobody got hurt.
In Mobile, Emily DeVoe, News 5.
So far, the driver, Karen Eanes, only faces one charge, driving under the influence. Well, it's official. The Blue Angels will resume their demonstration schedule next weekend in Traverse City, Michigan. This is the first air show for the Blues since tragedy struck on June 2nd when Captain Jeff Coos died in a crash in Smyrna, Tennessee. Last week, the Blues resumed practice over the skies of Pensacola. This is video of those training exercises. Next weekend, they will fly in a modified 5-jet demonstration along with Fat Albert. We here at News 5 are excited to see the Blues return to action on July 4th weekend. Yesterday, Mobile police made an arrest in the shooting death that happened at the Thomas Sullivan Community Center. They arrested 18-year-old Teandre Kimbrough for the murder of 18-year-old Jeffrey Ford. Ford was shot in the chest Thursday afternoon outside the community center. The shooting was the result of a verbal argument that stemmed from an ongoing dispute over property. Now, one teen is dead, 2 futures destroyed, and 2 families are left picking up the pieces. The city of Mobile is facing a disturbing trend of teenagers being killed by gun violence. Police Chief James Barber talked about it in a press conference on Friday.
As of today, we will bury our 9th teenager due to gun violence. No body camera in the world will prevent that.
Now, we sat down with the man who sees a number of these teenagers who break the law. Juvenile Judge Ed Naiman is calling the trend horrific. Judge Ed Naiman sees several troubled teens come through the Strickland Youth Center every day. In response, Naiman says parent involvement can be the difference between life and death.
How many times have I seen children end up dead or in very serious trouble that we were trying to engage with the parents and with that child? They wouldn't. You know, in a way, I think they were trying to be friends with their children. You know, so they didn't turn them in when we were looking for them, and they knew we were looking for them. And then later, they have to come to my courtroom, and now their child's dead.
He likes the idea of coordinated youth services to give that 1-2 punch a young man or woman needs, replacing those bad things with the good.
So many of our kids that are in trouble right now, they lack connections to anything positive in their life. They're in a very dysfunctional family many times.
Naaman is horrified by Facebook posts that feature guns, drugs, and threats on these children's lives. He says the number of troubled teens is an isolated number, but they need coordination between parents and all youth services. He says parents are free to call him if they can admit they need help.
We are not here to hurt them. We are here to uplift them. If you will call me and say, Judge, I'm worried about my son. You know, I know like who he's hanging with. There's a lot of problems going on. Can you help me? Help. I have parents do that all the time. Yes, we will help. But if we can get to them before they do an act that cannot be undone, right, then we can ultimately save their life.
Naaman says you have to get to these teens while they're young before they age out of the system, because once they turn 18 or 19, they won't have that supervision or a support system. Well, you just heard from the police chief on teen violence, but a big story this week was the allegation against Chief James Barber that he unlawfully pulled a gun during an arrest. There has been a lot of controversy since the allegation. The mayor's office announced yesterday they have cleared Barber of any wrongdoing. Barber was responding to a burglary call when it happened. The chief came out yesterday and slammed the allegations that started with an email from a constituent to Fred Richardson, who forwarded the email to the mayor's office.
Entire processing complaint has been an unwarranted distraction to the daily activities of the Mobile Police Department. My advice to Mr. Padgett is that the next time he is caught in the process of a burglary, that he contact a lawyer and not his councilman.
First of all, I don't know nothing about the incident. I don't know where it happened. I didn't know the person, where it happened. How could I don't know nothing about it. I sent it to the mayor to investigate. I didn't even mess with that.
We did reach out to the mayor's office to see why they sent the case out to the media in the first place, but they did not return our request for a comment. A well-known restaurant owner from Fairhope has been indicted on 60 counts of felony sales tax evasion. She's 57-year-old Tamara Wenzel. She owns Tamara's Downtown, Old Bay Steamer, the Venue, and Tamara's Catering in downtown Fairhope. If convicted, she could face up to 300 years in jail or pay a $6 million fine. Wenzel is currently out on a $6,000 bond. Her next court date has yet to be set. Well, we saw lots of heat and lots of humidity. I know I tried to stay out of it in the air conditioning. Our meteorologist Thomas Gieboy stayed nice and cool in the Weather Center.
Yeah, thank goodness it's nice and cool here in the Weather Center, but it was hot outside. Take a look at this. It was 72 this morning when we woke up, but by the time we finished today, we got to 96 degrees. That is downright hot outside. And when you factor in the dew points continuing to go up, our heat index value was well over 100 degrees at some time, so another hot day. As we look outside, everything looks nice and calm, but if you walked outside, you might be hit in the face with that humidity. The dew point temperature sitting at 75 degrees. The feel-like temperature still feels like temperatures are in the upper 80s and low 90s in some spots around our area. As far as rain, really not seeing all that much, but as we take you through the next 3 days, rain chances, well, they'll be on the rise, and tomorrow's going to be another hot one. Rain chances increasing each day, but we'll have more and explain why coming up in the forecast in just a few minutes.
All right, thanks, Thomas. Looking now at news-making national headlines, rain pounded West Virginia this week, causing heavy flooding throughout the state. Authorities say 24 people have died. The storm swept through Thursday, causing extensive damage. Today, more than 30,000 homes and businesses are without power. The West Virginia governor is asking federal authorities for a major disaster declaration. Those areas most affected by the flooding would receive aid if the governor's request for help is granted. A state of emergency has been declared in California as more than 4,500 firefighters are battling 6 massive wildfires. The largest fire is burning out of control in central California. 2 people were killed trying to escape the flames. And today, some residents who lost their homes in the blaze returned to their neighborhoods for the first time to find that there's nothing left. Firefighters are battling hot, dry conditions, high winds, and rugged terrain. At least 150 homes have been destroyed, but that number could grow because the fire is 0% contained. Across the pond, the United Kingdom voted yesterday to leave the European Union, throwing global markets into turmoil. Now, some Brits are talking about regrexit. An online petition is demanding a do-over of the referendum on leaving the EU. The petition has already collected more than 2 million signatures on the official Parliament website. That's far above the threshold required for lawmakers to start a debate on the issue. A British lawmaker said on Twitter that Parliament members will look into the petition on Tuesday. Tonight was the night for 51 special young women visiting the port city. It was the finals of the Distinguished Young Women's Competition. Each contestant showcases their abilities in fitness and interview and talent portions of the program. The women have the opportunity to earn thousands of dollars in scholarship money. At the end of tonight's competition, girls also walked away with lifelong friends from across the country. But the big winner tonight was South Carolina's Tara Moore, who was named the 2016 Distinguished Young Woman of America. Tune in to News 5 tomorrow night to hear from Miss Moore about her win. Coming up, Destination the Zoo. Young and old visited Wilmer today to take in the sights and sounds of the animals. Plus, an early morning for participants in the Watermelon Run. Hear what they were running for after the break.
Who's your favorite person on News 5 this morning?
Bill Riles, what do you think of him?
Definitely Bill Riles.
Bill Riles, good guy.
I really like John Nodar.
That John Nodar, he's sharp, isn't he?
Very sharp. I watch him every morning.
It keeps you up to date, right?
Yes, it does. It does. Tell me how to plan my day.
What about the morning crew?
I love the morning crew.
It helps just get our day started on the right track.
And Jessica Taloni?
Really warm, really engaging.
Well, she's good looking.
She's better looking than you.
Watch News 5 this morning, weekdays beginning at 5 a.m.
Summertime's here, dude. Time for some tasty waves. Not those waves. What? Sound waves from Ken's Cartoons. Go ahead, bro. Rock the boat. And if you want to land the big one, Ken's got you covered. Check out these great brands: Garmin, Lowrance, Ray Marine, Kicker, Fusion, JL Audio, and more. You don't need a boatload of cash to have a boatload of fun, dude. It's Ken's Boat Tunes. It's Ken's Cartoons, dude. And they do it all. Whoa.
Are you ready for some splashing, sliding, swimming, riding, spraying, and playing fun in the sun? What are you waiting for? Make your way to Waterville, USA, where there's fun for everyone, including the most spectacular lineup of water slides on the entire Gulf Coast, including the 6-lane Dune Racer. Or test your skills on the Flow Rider, and then take a ride on the roller coaster. Or just relax as you swim in the wave pool or float down the lazy river. From thrilling to chillin', wetter is better. Slide on down to Waterville, USA.
It's Bay's Red Hot Clear the Lot event. We've marked out our entire inventory to red hot prices.
Get 20% off MSRP on select 2016s, including Impalas. Get Chevy supplier discounts on all 2016 Silverado 1500 Crew Cab LTs. And get 0% APR for 60 months on all 2016 Silverados, light and heavy duty. Plus, look for your bonus tag and save even more.
Get the hottest deals of the summer during Bay's Red Hot Clear the Lot event.
Go to BayChevy.com and start shopping now. Bay Chevrolet, Government Boulevard at I-65, Exit 1.
Island View Casino Resort, Gulfport.
This is how Precision listens. Bose microphones that hear engine noise, then counter it with the sound-canceling frequency, which helps make the cabin so quiet, you don't miss a thing.
Night, Dad.
Good night, kiddo.
It's called Active Noise Cancellation, and it's available in the new, meticulously crafted 2016 Sierra from GMC. This is the precision of professional grade. Now get 15% below MSRP on select GMC Sierra 1500 models in stock. That's nearly $9,000 on this GMC Sierra Denali.
Meet Dr. Harrison Wells from Mark II. Zoom's infected my world. Now he's coming for yours.
The Flash, Tuesday at 7 on the CW55.
Why go anywhere else? Come get the car you want today at Palmer's Hyundai.
Welcome back. It can be hard getting out of bed early on a Saturday morning, but several students in the Oakdale community did just that this morning. They spent the time picking up trash along the streets around Taylor Park. Councilman C.J. Small helped organize the event as part of a monthly cleanup for different communities in District 3.
See, I dance for Taylor Park, where I'm a flag girl, and
We just wanted to help the community. It was a good day.
This month we decided to look at the Oakdale community. We do know that trash and blight bring about crime. So if you get rid of trash and you get rid of blight, you get rid of crime.
The community cleanups throughout District 3 change locations each month. Officials were also on hand to help spread awareness on the Zika virus and the need to get rid of standing water. The Mobile Zoo opened its doors today and welcomed everyone in for an open house. In recent years, the zoo has faced FDA penalties and constant criticism from PETA, so they wanted people to come check it out for themselves. The zoo houses close to 75 animals, from tigers and lions and even monkeys. The zoo is not your typical big city zoo. It doesn't even have concrete sidewalks, but zoo officials say with a little help, they can grow.
Because the biggest comment we get is that nobody knows we're here. So we're hoping this spreads the word, gets more people coming out here, involved, volunteering out here, so that the zoo can expand and become a really big asset to the community and the school system down here.
The zoo is privately funded and takes no money from the city or county. All of the animals in the zoo are either rescues or donations from folks who could not care for them. Mobile area Shriners got an early start on the day for a new fundraiser. Dozens of people took part in the Shriners' first annual Watermelon Run. The 5K helped raise money for a new van. The group can make trips of 1,000 miles or more to help give kids and their families the medical care they need. Vans can get a lot of mileage, though, in a short time.
So sometimes we have to run 2 vans because we can't get all the children and their parents in one van, and of course if we have to go to St. Louis or Cincinnati, which does happen, it's even longer, but it does not take an awful long time to rack up 100,000 miles.
The Shriners got a head start on their efforts Friday. One van was donated to the organization leading up to the event today. They hope today's run and activities can help pay for another one.
Now, Thomas Keyboy with your first alert weather.
And you can see they were granted with plenty of sunshine, just a few puffy cumulus clouds in the background, but high pressure is still the dominant feature, and that's why you kind of see them fizzle out as we go throughout the day. So plenty of blue skies throughout the day right now, currently with the clear skies. But the thing made today a little bit different. It was downright hot outside. A little bit earlier in the show, we showed that Mobile got to 96 degrees today, and we're really not cooling off that quickly. It's still 80 degrees in Mobile, 77 in Pascagoula, 80 in Gulf Shores, 84 in Pensacola, and still feeling like 85 in Gulfport, Mississippi. But when you factor in the dew point temperature, well, these over the past few days have more so been in the 60s. Now we're starting to see that surge of moisture. Right now, dew point temperature in Mobile is at 72, 76 in Gulf Shores, 78 degree dew point temperature in Destin. The higher that dew point temperature is, means there's more moisture in the atmosphere. So it's going to be warm and muggy. So let's go ahead and plan out your morning tomorrow all the way through your lunchtime. Notice by 8 o'clock in the morning, temperatures will already be back into the 80s. By 10 o'clock, temperatures will be approaching 90 degrees, downright hot outside. And noon, temperatures in the low and mid 90s with about a 20% chance of rain. So tomorrow, we start with the rain chances going up, and we're going to see rain chances throughout maybe the next 7 days. We'll get to that in just a second, though. As for your high temperature forecast for tomorrow, expect 94 once again in Mobile. A few areas inland might see temperatures even warmer than that. Further inland you are, you can see it's going to be a little bit warmer. You see the contour on the map, you see right there. Closer out to the coast, a little bit cooler you're going to be, but it will be warm and humid nonetheless. So heat index values tomorrow are going to be very consistent. Starting off at 9 o'clock in the morning, going to feel like temperatures are in the mid and upper 90s. And then throughout the day, we'll constantly see those heat indices in the triple digits. So if you're outside for an extended period of time tomorrow, give yourself plenty of rest and also make sure that you've had plenty of hydration. And the reason why we're also going to start seeing our rain chances go up, the high pressure that's been sitting over us the past few days, well, that's going to kind of start waning just a little bit. It's going to be breaking down. So by the time we get to tomorrow, we'll see about a 20% chance of rain during the afternoon. Not everyone will see rain, but it might not be a bad thing to help cool you off. But then as we move into Monday and Tuesday, rain chances will continue to go up as kind of an unsettled weather pattern gets going. So starting on Monday, about a 30% chance of rain. Then we up rain chances even more on your Tuesday to around a 40% chance of rain. That's what will stay through midweek. As for a tropical update, happy to report, really not much going on, not expecting any development within the next 5 days. As for your beach forecast, though, if you're headed to the beach, that might not be a bad day with how hot it's going to be, as temperatures along the beach will be anywhere from 85 to 93 degrees. That water temperature, though, is pretty warm, 85, and surf around 1 foot. Tonight's forecast, 73 degrees. Might have to bump that up with temperatures still being near 80. Mainly clear, but hazy, and we might see a little bit of patchy fog as well. As for tomorrow, it's going to be another hot day, but there will be a chance for some scattered showers, so make sure you pack the umbrella just in case. Download WKRG News 5 free weather app for a free radar, but the extended outlook, 20% chance of rain tomorrow, up to 30% on your Monday, and then we keep up with the rain chances going into Tuesday and Wednesday, and then moving towards more of a summertime pattern by the time we get to the end of next week.
All right, thanks, Thomas. Ham radio operators are still at it tonight. It's part of the National Amateur Radio Association's annual Field Day. In Mobile, there are at least 50 operators working through the night at Medal of Honor Park. They're trying to make contact with as many clubs and operators around the world as they can until lunchtime Sunday.
We do this as a preparedness thing for any type of emergency, not just a hurricane here on the Gulf Coast or anything. A lot of people think it's weather related, but it's for any type of emergency.
It's also a chance to show people what amateur radio is all about. Organizers say communication is one of the first things to go down in a disaster. Ham radio operators can quickly get their hardware online and talk to people in an emergency. Coming up after the break, a brawl broke out today at the Pensacola Bay Center. A Dodge brawl, that is. We'll have more coming up next.
Trump, Venezuela, Buffett, Zika, Clinton, Top 30. A new way to news on TV.
Weeknights at 12:35 on WKRG News 5.
I just heard my favorite fries are now only $1. Like I needed another reason to want that seasoned, crispy goodness. Small, medium, or large fries, only $1, but not for long. Checkers and Rallies. Fast foodies know the deal.
Wow, that's a lot of groceries. Well, I had a bunch of coupons. I love to save. If you really love to save, go to AutoNation. Everything's on sale now. Meep, meep. Follow him.
During the Drive and Discover event, save fast on new Cherokees, $2.99 a month, sign and drive. Or Wranglers, $3.99 a month, sign and drive. Drive pink, drive safe, drive now. AutoNation Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram Mobile.
Meep, meep. Is your lawnmower on its last leg? Tired of fighting to start your old blower, trimmer, or chainsaw? Visit American Rental and Power Equipment, your full-service Husqvarna dealer with a large selection of outdoor power equipment to tackle your job. Right now, buy a bundle, save a bundle. Buy a Husqvarna MZ52 for $49.99 and receive a free trimmer and blower with payments as low as $107 a month for qualified buyers. With locations in Mobile and Saraland, we offer convenient service and professional advice after the sale. American Rental and Power Equipment, your friendly Husqvarna dealer.
This new Rallies and Checkers strawberry smoothie is perfect for air conditioning my insides. That's heat-busting goodness for a super chill price. Introducing fruit and cream smoothies and Kool-Aid slushies. Rallies and Checkers. Fast foodies know the deal.
Be the first to know of breaking news in your neighborhood. Download the WKRG News 5 app, hit OK for notifications, and you'll be the first to know.
It's the biggest sale of the year with the best inventory and best pricing on the coast. At UJ Chevrolet, drive a 2016 Cruze for only $169 a month. Make it Malibu for just $199 a month. Put more muscle in your money with Camaro for only $259 a month. Free warranties, free maintenance. It's huge, and it's happening now at UJ. Find new roads to UJChevy.com and UJ Chevrolet, Mobile's oldest GM dealer serving the coast for over 75 years. Airport east of Schillinger Road.
Arby's sells a smaller version of their regular sandwiches for $1.49. They've got the same great meat and cheese. There's just a little less of it on there. That's why they cost less. And can we be honest about something here? If you're getting a regular-sized sandwich for less somewhere, you shouldn't be there. Something's up with that sandwich. Arby's, we have the meat.
It's the car you've always dreamed of, and now it can be yours. We're giving away a Mercedes-Benz a week for 8 weeks. Play the giveaway at Beau Rivage with 8 chances to win a luxurious new Mercedes-Benz. Drawings every Saturday, June 18th to August 6th. All the performance, all the luxury, all yours. Play the giveaway only at the Beau.
Now, News 5 Sports.
Former Alabama star and current NFL linebacker C.J. Mosley returned home to Theodore today and held a football camp at his alma mater. The Baltimore Raven kicked things off early this morning with hundreds of kids on the field ready to play. It was called C.J. Mosley's Get Fit 2 camp. The free camp introduces kids of all ages to football in a fun and energetic environment. Mosley spoke with News 5 about what he emphasized during camp.
First of all, the work ethic. A lot of them, they wanted to tap out as soon as it got a little hot or they got a little too overheated. So that was the biggest thing, work ethic and, like I said, the fundamentals. Everybody can play different positions, but everybody has that same basic fundamental, footwork, agility, better move your feet, hand-eye coordination, that type thing.
C.J. Mosley says he carries a lot of responsibility as a role model to younger kids. He's entering his 3rd season in the NFL. Well, 56 teams dodged, ducked, dipped, dove, and dodged, and that's the 5 Ds, right? That all happened today over at the Pensacola Bay Center for charities. With $4,500 on the line for Escambia and Santa Rosa County organizations, teams got very serious about the tournament. Awards were given for best team name, best costume, and of course, best dodgeballers. The matches were competitive, but teams agreed everyone leaves a winner.
It's important for us to be a team. We usually respond to emergencies, so this team coherence is really important to us.
Team You Are Next took home the top spot. Their charity, the Crew de Yayas. Recess Rejects finished 2nd, benefiting Live for Troy C. And Ashley's Go Gettas finished 3rd for PSC Intramural Foundation. A big day in the boxing world. You saw it right here on News 5. Keith Thurman versus Sean Porter, the first fight to be broadcast on CBS in prime time in the last 38 years. And it's already being called the fight of the year. It was back and forth. Porter kept Thurman in his strong left hook in check with quick, powerful jabs. But in the end, the judge gave the edge to Keith Thurman, who wins by unanimous decision and retains his WBA welterweight title. The calls for a rematch are already ringing. A big night for soccer fans in the U.S., the 3rd-place game in the Copa America tournament between Team USA and Colombia. And Colombia got on the board early with a goal from Carlos Baca in the 32nd minute. It was the first game of the tournament for the goalkeeper Tim Howard. The U.S. had plenty of scoring opportunities, especially the second half, but couldn't get the ball in the net. Team USA will have to settle for 4th place. This is Colombia's best finish in the Copa America since 2001. The Mobile Bay Bears were back in action tonight after a big Game 2 win last night over the Birmingham Barons. In Game 3, the Bay Bears got behind early and at one point were down 4 runs. But they made a strong comeback in the 7th to tie it up. The game went into extra innings and the Barons took the lead in the 11th. Right now, the Bay Bears are still down by 1, 7-6 in the bottom of the 11th. We'll have a last look at your weather just ahead. Stay with us.
Save 15% on a GMC Terrain right now at McConnell.
Love to save? Yeah. AutoNation's having a huge sale. Meep, meep. Well, follow him.
During the Drive and Discover event, switch to Chrysler and buy 200s, $8,500 off with your trade at AutoNation Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Meep, meep. At Subway, you'll love our new Santa Fe Chicken Melt and Santa Fe Veggie Melt. They'll make anyone's day brighter.
My girlfriend and I just broke up.
Oh.
I need something to make me feel better.
I just broke up with my boyfriend, and I need something to celebrate with.
Bree? I thought it was mutual.
Yeah.
Try the new Santa Fe Melts today with a Southwestern black bean spread and Veracruz green chili sauce.
I feel better.
Me too.
Subway, fresh is what we do.
I used to feel anxious and confused about buying a major appliance. Turns out she suffered from FOBO. Until I found H.H. Gregg. Then my fear of not getting the best price, it just disappeared. That's what we do.
Make FOBO disappear during H.H. Greg's 4th of July sale. Up to 40% off store-wide, plus 24 months special financing and free delivery. All with our low price guarantee. H.H. Greg. Greg's got it.
So every Hyundai SUV offers a hands-free smart liftgate, not the forward foot wiggle thing.
Yes, indeed. The Tucson, Santa Fe Sport, 3-row Santa Fe, all backed by America's Best warranty.
Great, because my hands are about to be full.
Oh, congratulations.
On what? I'm telling him tonight.
Lease the Santa Fe Sport for just $249 a month, or get up to $2,000 total savings.
Twins. Say what now?
Visit buyhyundai.com.
Now, experts say replace your mattress every 8 years. And get this, right now at Rooms To Go, you can buy a Tempur-Pedic mattress and get 8 years interest-free financing. That's right, 8 years. I mean, who offers financing for that long? Well, Rooms To Go, of course. So now you can have that Tempur-Pedic mattress you've always wanted. 2,920 nights of great Tempur-Pedic sleep until 2024, 8 years from now, when it's time to get your next Tempur-Pedic mattress at Rooms To Go. So hurry in before the offer ends.
There's plenty to do in and around the Gulf Coast, and Gary Finch is your guide to all that is going on in the southern outdoors. From saltwater fishing to inland hunting, you'll find plenty of outdoor action and information on Gary Finch Outdoors. Watch Sunday mornings at 5:30 on WKRG News 5.
Love to save? Yeah. AutoNation's having a huge sale. Meep, meep. Well, follow him.
During the Drive and Discover event, switch to Chrysler and buy 200s, $8,500 off with your trade at AutoNation Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram.
Meep, meep.
Celebrate the survivors in your life. A message from Southern Cancer Center.
All right, and a quick update for all you Bay Bears fans out there. They lost in the 11th, 7-6.
I don't like to hear that. And
the heat got to them.
The heat got to them. We were talking off the air. Just you walk outside and you're outside for more than 10 minutes and your hair just goes poof.
I know. Especially mine.
Exactly. The humidity, well, that's going to be sticking with us. And tomorrow it's going to be another hot one by 10 o'clock in the morning. Temperatures will be near 90 degrees by 10 o'clock in the morning. And then high is going to be into the low and mid 90s. So make sure you drink plenty of fluids. Also find some shade. But rain chances go up tomorrow and they'll be sticking with us for quite some time.
All right, your hair gets pretty fluffy in the morning.
It does
too.
get fluffy.
You can join Chad and Melissa tomorrow morning at 6 a.m. The newscast runs until 8. Thanks so much for joining us tonight. Be sure to check us back here tomorrow. Good night, everyone.